It's December 14th, 2012, 11 days before Christmas. First grader Jesse Lewis arrives at Sandy Hook Elementary, starting his day the way millions of children do every morning. Morning announcements, circle time, simple, familiar routines. What happened next would forever change the national conversation about school safety. A little after 9:30 a.m., 20-year-old Adam Lanza shot through a window and entered the building. Lanza fatally shot Jesse along with 20 of his classmates and 6 teachers. This tragedy is known as the second deadliest school shooting of all time, and is only one story. To understand why these tragedies keep happening, let's zoom out and take a look at the broader reality. Every time another school goes into lockdown, every time another headline breaks, we ask the same things. What happened? Who knew? Could this have been prevented? But maybe the better question is, why are we waiting until after the gunfire to talk about prevention? Before we dive into the solutions, let's look at what a typical school shooting looks like. The location of the shooting will likely be a high school parking lot around first period. The gunman will be a male student at that school. His weapon, a handgun stolen from a family member. At least one person will know what he's about to do and will fail to report it. 1/3 of the time, one or more people will die, and 4/5 of the time, someone will be injured. He will flee the scene before police arrest him. We know when these shootings happen. We know where they happen. We know who commits them. So why don't we act before they happen? First, let's talk about the current prevention measures schools rely on: lockdown drills and basic mental health services. While lockdown drills are occasionally effective, they only work when the shooter is in the building, which only accounts for around 32.8% of gun-related incidents. On top of that, there's no federal regulation defining what a drill should look like. That's why drills vary widely between states. Then, there's mental health. Schools offer counseling, but school counselors are often overworked and underfunded, making it much harder for them to notice the little things. There is a clear link between mental illness and violent crimes at schools. And we need to implement better resources to deal with mental illness in adolescents. We know the signs, now we need to teach how to look for those signs. My proposition is simple. Implement a federally mandated certification for all staff at schools to recognize patterns of school shootings before they happen. I call it the sign certification. Safety, indicators, and guidance for noticing students in distress. The purpose of signs is to create a constant framework for training school staff to identify early indicators of emotional, social, or behavioral distress that may predict harmful actions. The program prioritizes support-first resources that connect students to resources, reduce stigma, and improve mental well-being. These can be something as simple as a teacher supporting a student through a time of loss and being able to refer them to a mental health specialist if needed. And in serious cases, a teacher being able to identify a violent threat and alert proper authorities as soon as possible. As part of this program, an anonymous hotline that can be utilized nationwide to report potential threats towards schools will be implemented. But teachers shouldn't have to deal with this all by themselves. Once an in-risk student is identified, a violence assessment team, a trained team of mental health specialists that know how to handle the situation, will be in every county in America. They will monitor submissions to the hotline and concerns from teachers, stepping in prior to an issue. They will go around annually to each school in the county, explaining the importance of reaching out for help. And finally, remember earlier when we talked about how 68% of weapons used in school shootings are stolen from a close friend or relative? If you or someone you know has a firearm easily accessible, I would strongly encourage you to ensure your weapon is safely secured in a place only you can get to it. It will save lives. By implementing these policies nationwide, student mental health will significantly increase. Gun violence and violent crime in schools will decrease, and schools will be a safe place again. While completely getting rid of school shootings may seem impossible, it's not. We need to come together as a nation to fix it. This is not about politics. This is not about feelings. It's about facts and our responsibility to keep our students, educators, and communities safe. We need to federally implement policies that render change. You can make a difference. Email your governor's office today or go to www.change.org.